Speedway up here in Winston, Missouri. Hope you folks have been enjoying some of these races that we've been putting up here. It's really early in the season. I think we've been out to Valley twice, KC Raceway once, and then here tonight at I-35 Speedway. Just to give you a little extra racing here tonight, I believe we've got a B main here for the E-Mods. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 cars here in this B main for the B-Mods, E-Mods here at I-7. I'll get it straight, I-35 Speedway. Like to say, hope you folks enjoy the races. Just sit back and we'll let the stadium announcer, Philip Wilson, tell you about what's going on out here at the track, and hope you enjoy it. Got one stopped on the back straightaway right now, but they'll get him cleared off, I'm pretty sure, here pretty quick. And we'll be ready for these E-Mods once again here at I-35 Speedway and up at Winston, Missouri. In case you're not familiar with that, if you're watching this some other part of the state or whatever, it's up north of Kansas City, about 65 miles up I-35 up toward Des Moines. Looks like they're pointing the green flag skyward, so that means we are going to be having the start here for this E-Mod B main. So enjoy. We'll be back with some more racing here after intermission.
39S of green flag comes back out. Michael Taylor the third got a good restart. Pitzenbarger looks like he might have been sleeping just a little bit. Here comes the 95A Chad Allen. He's going to take 2 for 1 and take that second spot as the 9P of Christian Peace goes up and over the bank. Yellow flag going to come out for the 9P of Christian Peace. Not sure where he's at over there over the bank. Green flag comes out. Chad Allen going to look to the inside of Michael Taylor the third, unable to make that pass. Top four separate themselves. White flag coming down this time. 1 lap to go. Chad Allen getting a little squirrely, trying to get everything he can out of that 95A car. Right now holds on to that second spot. Mark Anderson right behind him. Oh, the 23 car getting turned around up top. That's Jordan Clem. So it's going to be a checker yellow finish. The 16 Michael Taylor, the third, picks up the win. The 95A of Chad Allen finishes second. 65A of Mark Anderson third. And the 39M of Michael Silkwood fourth. Those are your transfer spots. They'll move. We'll see how this start. Green flag comes out. Dylan Carlisle in that 32 car going to take that early lead. Carlisle, I believe his first time here at I-35 Speedway. I don't remember the names, so see how he runs here in this B feature. Right now, he's running in your top spot. Skylar Lane in the 22L runs in second, but here comes the 11 of Ryan Lowe. Lowe going down low. He's all the way from Muskogee, Oklahoma, making the trek up here to I-35 Speedway. Battle for that final transfer spot. You've got Chad Fuller down low and Alan Anders up high. Now Fuller will take that spot. But here comes the veteran, Truman Asher, in that 73T. He's up into sixth. That's not a transfer spot. Right behind him, you've got, I believe he's won a track championship in his career, Lonnie Hibner. I know he's got a lot of feature wins. And back when Larry Castor owned this track, he was Rookie of the Year one year in the B Modifieds. So now a battle for third between Skylar Lane and Chad Fuller. Here comes the 11. Ryan Lowe up high trying to get around the 32. 32 digging down low, gets away from him a little bit. Lowe going to switch it down low. As Skylar Lane now back into battle for that final transfer spot with Alan Anders. Got a couple of cars. They're keeping going, so we'll stay green. Lap traffic ahead for your leader, the 32 of Dylan Carlisle. Right ahead of him, well, about a half a straightaway lead is the 98 of Elijah Hoyt. Side by side, you've got the 22L of Skyler Lane and the 73T of Truman Asher. Asher going to move up into 5th, but he needs one more spot to transfer. Alan Anders doing a good job holding on to that spot. Anders last season a few times drove a Midwest Limited late model. Switch it to a B-Mod. White flag, 1 lap to go for the 32 of Dylan Carlisle. The 11 of Ryan Lowe runs in that 2nd spot. Chad Fuller 3rd. Your final transfer spot right now belongs to Alan Anders. But here comes the 73T of Truman Asher. He's going to give her one last chance. Actually, the yellow flag going to come out for the 0 car of Marty Randall. Chad Fuller, nowhere to go. Didn't see him, gets turned around. Green flag comes back out along with the white flag, so 1 lap to go. Dylan Carlisle, your leader. Ryan Lowe, 2nd. Chad Fuller in that 3rd spot. And the 4th spot going to go to the 73T of Truman Asher, your final transfer spot. So your winner, the 32 of Dylan Carlisle. 2nd spot, the 11 of Ryan Lowe. 3rd, the 20 of Chad Fuller, and taking home that final transfer spot. Moving on to the A, the 73T of Truman Asher. Green flag comes out into turn number 1. Chris DeShong will take that lead. Picking up where he left off last week. That's out front. Here comes the 15, Josh Adkins in that 2nd spot. Jaden Pauley going to give a ride to the inside, take that 2nd spot away as Allen slides up the racetrack. Blake Bland in the 0B, first night out this season, runs in that 4th spot. Keith Simmons out of Truro, Iowa in that 5K, runs 5th. Here comes Sean Burns, same driver, different car, driving for Shelby Manthe this year. Your car president in that 32 car. Burns usually behind the wheel of the familiar number 28. I believe he retired in the offseason, but Manthe came forward with this offer. And you can't turn down an offer on a car you can drive. Got one up and over the bank, the 15B of Bo Adkins. $15B of Bo Adkins up and over the bank in turn number 2. Speedway on this beautiful Sunday evening. 1 lap complete. Green flag comes back out. Blake Bland, here comes down the middle. Josh Adkins throwing caution to the wind. Contact between Keith Simmons and Jaden Pauley sends them both around. And I believe the one up over the bank might be the 757 of Jeff Eggleston. A lot of damage to the right front of Alex Dunwoody. So we're 8 minutes into this time limit. Got 1 lap down. Green flag comes out. Blake Bland going to look to the inside for that lead, but Chris DeShong a little bit too strong up top as they go 3 wide the back of the field. The 56 car of Kenny Reed getting shuffled to the back. Chris DeShong, your leader. Blake Bland second. They go 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. For the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot, Josh Adkins will come out with 3rd. Keith Simmons alongside Sean Burns for 4th and 5th. Oh, Bubba Beam, that car not turning, goes up and over the bank, and he's hard into the wall over there. So we used all of our double file restarts. From here on out, they'll be single file. Ready to go green flag racing this time. Looking for the green flag this time. "12 laps the distance. We've got 2 laps in 10 minutes. 3 wide again for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Adkins, Simmons, and Burns. Derek Mahoney in the 19 getting turned around. Good driving by him. He'll get going again, so we'll stay green. Chris DeShong, your leader. Blake Bland, 2nd. Battle for 3rd and 4th between Keith Simmons and Sean Burns. Also a battle for 5th and 6th between Truman Asher and Josh Adkins. Right behind them, your winner of the B feature, the 6T of Michael Taylor III. Looking to crack the top 5 from a B feature. Problems for Keith Simmons. He's slow on the racetrack. He's going to stay out there, but he lost like 3 or 4 spots right there. He was slow down the back straightaway. Not sure what happened to that car. Looks like he might have picked up speed again. As Chris DeShong coming up on lap traffic. Blake Bland, your 2nd place driver. Sean Burns, 3rd. 4th is Truman Asher. Battle for 5th between Josh Adkins and Michael Taylor III. Michael Taylor III now up into the top 5 from the B feature. Mahoney and Adkins dead ahead. Lap traffic for your leader, Chris DeShong. 32 of Sean Burns to the inside, looking for that 2nd spot as he tries to move around Blake Bland. DeShong now maneuvers through lap traffic. Oh, your 2nd place driver, Blake Bland, gets turned around in the middle of turn number 2. I was watching turns 3 and 4 when I turned around. Blake Bland was turned around, your 2nd place car. Not sure what happened there. In this EMOD A feature, green flag back out on the racetrack. DeShong with a good restart will go into turn 1. Burns down low. Burns unable to make that pass. Here comes the 6T. Michael Taylor III. He goes to the inside of Justin Asher for that 3rd spot. Keith Simmons up high trying to get around Josh Adkins for that 5th position. Burns down low trying to get that lead into 2, but DeShong too strong on that top side. As he's going to lead him around to the white flag. 1 lap to go for rowdy Chris DeShong. Trying to make it 2 in a row here in the E-Mods at I-35 Speedway. Sean Burns in 2nd, driving that car for Shelby Manthe. The 6T, the Nighthawk, Michael Taylor III from a B feature up to 3rd place. Out of turn 4, checkered flag to the 54L of Chris DeShong. 2nd will go to the 32 of Sean Burns. 3rd spot's going to go to the 6T of Michael Taylor III. 4th to the 74 of Justin Asher. And 5th to the 5K of Keith Simmons. Top 4 go to the scales, then they stay on the infield. As we were short tonight, so we had to move our tech official to the infield, and he's going to tech him down there on the infield. So take it home, his 2nd win in a row here in the E-Mods at I-35 Speedway, the 54L of rowdy Chris DeShong. Green flag comes back out. Side by side into turn number 1 again. Riley Yance down low, Ron Hill up high. Ron Hill take that outside line to the point. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Brandon Dixon to the inside of Riley Yance, trying to get around Riley for that second spot. 79 gets turned around, gets turned back around, keeps going, so we'll stay green. Ron Hill, your leader. Riley Yance second. Brandon Dixon third. Cameron Kelly in that 4th spot. Jerry Richards 5th. Jerry Richards now to the inside of Cameron Kelly. He'll take that 4th spot. Kelly back to the outside is Dixon, trying to get around Riley Yance as they both chase Ron Hill. Ron Hill, your leader. Oh, Riley Yance losing the handle on the 8Y, running up into the top 2. He'll get turned around up there in top of turns 3 and 4. Green flag comes back out. Ron Hill in that 72, your leader. Brandon Dixon down low, trying to dig deep, trying to get by your leader. Cameron Kelly runs in that 3rd spot. Jerry Richards 4th, Johnny Price 5th, but he's getting a challenge from Conrad Kaufman. Kaufman looking for that 5th spot away from Johnny Price. He'll take it down the front straightaway. Johnny Price back to the outside. Oh, now Conrad Kaufman catches a tire in turn number 2. Comes to a halt as a yellow flag going to come out for the 49K of Conrad Kaufman. Green flag comes back out. Brandon Dixon hard on the throttle. He knows the laps are winding down. He's trying to get out ahead of Ron Hill for that lead. Travis Cavan now up into that 6th spot, looking to get around Johnny Price for 5th. Brandon Dixon now your leader out of turn number 4, gets by Ron Hill. Now he slides up the racetrack. Ron Hill back down low. He's going to take that lead back out of turn number 2. Brandon Dixon could not get that car turn in turn number 2. Gives that lead back to Ron Hill as a yellow flag going to come out for the 53 of Gracie Couch over there. Price 5th. Green flag back out. Into turn number 1, or side by side for the lead, but Ron Hill has that preferred top side. As Jerry Richards moves up into that 3rd spot, Travis Cavan looking to move up into the top 5, trying to get around Johnny Price. White flag out is going to be a 1-lap shootout. Brandon Dixon side by side at the line. The bare eye not able to see who had that spot. As they battle down the back straightaway, who's it going to be to the checkered flag? Through turns 3 and 4, Ron Hill a little bit sideways. It's going to be Brandon Dixon. Ron Hill in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to the 52 of Jerry Richards. I believe 4th went to the 21C of Travis Cavan. And 5th, the 30K of Cameron Kelly. Again, the way I announce it is not official, as that is my naked eye. They have transponders, so it goes to the transponders on the finishes. So the way I announce it is unofficial. So taking home his first feature win of the 2021 season. Had 8 feature wins last year. Your 2020 Pure Stock points champion here at I-35 Speedway, the 3 of Brandon Dixon. As Michael King elects to go to the rear. Green flag comes out. Into turn number 1, Houston Johnson takes that lead. The 33, Paul Glendon, a 3-time feature winner a year ago. He moves up into that second spot. Derek Wiss in the 8D, he runs 3rd. Kerry Davis now up to 4th as he tries to maneuver around Tommy Cordray. He'll get by Cordray, now sets his sights on Derek Wiss. Paul Glendon up high, trying to take that lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Houston Johnson hard on the throttle in that corner. He'll keep that lead, but here comes Glendon back down the front stretch, trying to get that lead from the Moose. Tommy Cordray down low, going to take that 4th spot away from Derek Wiss. Side by side for the lead, you got Houston Johnson and now Glendon, your leader. Paul Glendon out of Mount Air, Iowa, takes that lead away from Houston Johnson. Tommy Cordray back to the inside, trying to get that 3rd spot back from Kerry Davis. Paul Glendon, your leader. Houston Johnson 2nd. Kerry Davis 3rd. Tommy Cordray 4th. Mike Taylor Jr. 5th. Derek Wiss pulls onto the infield in the 8D. So that'll give that 6th spot over the 18K or 19K of Michael King. Tommy Cordray back to the inside, trying to get that 3rd spot away from Kerry Davis. Your track champions from the previous 2 seasons side by side for 3rd and 4th. Cordray was a 12-time feature winner 2 years ago. Davis, an 18-time feature winner last season, as they work around the lap car of Michael King. Paul Glendon right now, he says bye-bye, see you later, he gone. Out front, all alone. Houston Johnson trying to reel him back in, but he's also trying to hold off. 30 feature wins the last 2 seasons right behind Houston Johnson and Kerry Davis and Tommy Cordray. Now Kerry Davis gets around Houston Johnson for that 2nd spot. Johnson not going to go away. He's going to go inside and use a slide job trying to get Davis back into 3rd. He takes that 2nd spot back from Davis. Davis going to try to pay him back here. He does a slide job. Houston Johnson crosses him over. There's Tommy Cordray in the 5 car. Oh, not sure if they touched or what, but Kerry Davis goes spinning. Houston Johnson spins over the bank. I didn't see him touch, but I'm kind of away from the action. Green flag comes out. And because of that double foul restart, Mike Taylor Jr. will come out with that 2nd spot. But Cordray down low quickly as Houston Johnson goes around Kerry Davis. Davis going to go down low, trying to get that 4th spot away from Houston Johnson. leaning on Johnson just a little bit, trying to get him uneasy so he can get by him as he gets by Houston Johnson. Houston gives him a shot in the back a little bit, letting him know he didn't like that. As Mike Taylor Jr. now goes inside of Paul Glendenning. Glendenning, your leader. Mike Taylor Jr. second, Tommy Cordray third, Kerry Davis fourth, Houston Johnson fifth. Paul Glendenning, your leader. Mike Taylor Jr. second, but here comes Tommy Cordray battling back. He wants that second spot back from Taylor Jr. Kerry Davis right behind them. Houston Johnson in that fifth spot. Tommy Cordray now up to second, but Mike Taylor Jr. back to the outside. Glendenning starting to pull away again. Laps continue to wind down. 17 complete, 3 to go. Mike Taylor Jr. back up high, trying to get around Tommy Cordray for second. They're also trying to hold off Kerry Davis, who sits in fourth. Houston Johnson runs in that fifth spot. White flag out, 1 lap to go for the 33 of Paul Glendenning. Kerry Davis going to go to the inside of Mike Taylor Jr. trying to get that third spot. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag going to go to the 33 of Paul Glendenning. Second to go to the 5 of Tommy Cordray. Third's going to go to the 11 of Mike Taylor Jr. Fourth to the 24, Kerry Davis. And fifth to the 97 of Houston Johnson. So taking home his first win of the 2021 season here in the Midwest Limited Late Models, the 33 of Paul Glendenning. Green flag comes out. '51 on Mark Billings going to take that early lead out of turn number 2. Here comes the 71E of Tony Lane. He's in that second spot. He's going to go down low, try to get that lead from Mark Billings out of turn 4. Bobby Lane in the 01. He's in that third spot, but he's got Chase Fisher right behind him, or right beside him actually in the 22. Peyton Moreland in that 19 car. He's running 5th, but he's got Kenny Bowers outside. Bowers now up to 5th. Oh, Chastity Younger up the racetrack. Opens the door for Dave Hammonds and Jeff Bard to get by out of turn 4. Moreland going to look to the inside of Bowers for that 5th spot as we got a battle for second now. Chase Fisher trying to get around Tony Lane. Mark Billings, your leader, but he's got 2 hard chargers right behind him. Mark Billings, your leader. Chase Fisher now second. Fisher going to get a run into turn number 2. Trying to get that lead away from Billings. Billings a little bit stronger on the high side. Fisher again down low. Fisher trying to make that 3-hour trek from Jefferson City. Pays off as he takes the lead down the front straightaway. But the yellow flag going to come out. 49B of Kenny Bowers. We got one turned over. in turns 1 and 2. One of them over there is Tony Lane. In that 5th spot. Chastity Younger 6th and Tony Lane 7th. Flagman, I'm going to guess, well, no, the green is out. As Bobby Lane takes the lead down the back straightaway. Chase Fisher going to battle back. He's going to go on hard into turn 4, and he'll come out with a lead. Bobby Lane, he's got like millions of A-feature wins. Well, not that many, but he's got a lot. He's not going to go away that quickly as he's going to go back to the inside, trying to get back around Chase Fisher. Fisher picked up a few feature wins last season here at I-35 Speedway. Peyton Moreland, his first night out this year here, well, I believe it's his first night out. At least it's his first time here at I-35 Speedway in a while. He's out there running 3rd. Jeff Bard 4th. We had it, Tony Lane hard on the brakes. He had to get on the brakes, keep from going over the bank. As now Chase Fisher starts to pull away a little bit from Bobby Lane. Peyton Moreland in that 3rd spot. Jeff Bard 4th. Tony Lane, after getting that wing crinkled up, he's running in that 5th spot as he gets around Dave Hammonds and Chastity Younger. That car just not able to turn very well as Younger will get back by Tony Lane. Chase Fisher, your leader, starts to pull away more and more from Bobby Lane. Bobby Lane in a 2nd spot. Peyton Moreland 3rd. Jeff Bard 4th. Chastity Younger 5th. Laps continue to tick away with Chase Fisher out front. Chase Fisher's got about 2 laps to go, but he's coming up on lap traffic. Dave Hammonds, Tony Lane battling it out. Right in front of your leader as he takes the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 22 at Chase Fisher. Out of turn number 4, right behind lap traffic. Your feature winner here in the Power I Midwest Lightning Sprints. The 22 at Chase Fisher. 2nd will go to the 01 of Bobby Lane. 3rd will go to the 19 of Peyton Moreland. 4th will go to the 71 of Jeff Bard. And 5th will go to the 10 of Chastity Younger. So taking home his first feature win of the season here at I-35 Speedway. The first race for the Midwest Lightning Sprints here at I-35 out of Jefferson City, Missouri. The 22 at Chase Fisher. Tyler Cadwalder, last week's runner-up, outside the front row. Lights are out, looking for the green. Green flag comes out. They race off of 4 into 1, side by side. Nick Haynes, Tyler Cadwalder. Haynes gets a little bit sideways, opens the door for Cadwalder. Also, here comes Haynes' son, the 99H. Or actually, no, that's not the 99H. That's the 29 newcomer here at I-35 Speedway, Chris Spalding. He's running right there. Here comes Shawnee Lanning. She's going to move up into that 3rd spot and bring Shadron Turner right behind her. But Chris Spalding not going to go away that easy. He's up high. He's trying to get that spot back. As Tyler Cadwalder, your leader. Nick Haynes runs second. 3 wide for that third spot. Shawnee Lanning up high. Chris Spalding in the middle and Shadron Turner down low. Lanning will come away with that third spot down the back straightaway. Turner now going to battle for fourth with Chris Spalding. Turner will take away that fourth spot. Spalding back to fifth. Here comes Jake Richards in that 7J. Picked up 4 feature wins a year ago. But here comes Dana Knott. He's going to take that spot away from Jake Richards. Tyler Cadwalder, your leader. Nick Haynes second. Shawnee Lanning. Look at that girl go. She's running third in her first race in a USRA B mod. She's trying to hold off 7-time feature winner Shadron Turner. Turner in that 17T runs in fourth, with Chris Spalding in the 29 running fifth. Dana Knott gets around Jake Richards for sixth. Richards back to seventh. The Intimidator Corey Myers right behind them, and Cameron Haynes. The Outlaw Cameron Haynes. Battling it out now with the 15P of Colin Pierce. Cadwalder starting to check out little by little each lap. Nick Haynes trying to reel him in. Haynes was Mr. Consistency last year. He only had 1 feature win, but he won that B-Mod championship with his consistency. He finished in the top 5 numerous times. Tyler Cadwalder, your leader. Nick Haynes second. Shawnee Lanning third. Lanning right on the back bumper of Nick Haynes. '56 of Troy Witt on the infield. Oh, we got a car turn around and turn number 2 up against the wall. I believe that's the 32 car up there of Dylan Carlisle. Lights are out. Green flag set to come back out as they got 6 laps to go. Green flag back out on the racetrack. Great start there for Tyler Cadwalder as he boot scoot and boogies away from him. As we got a 4-car battle, Shawnee Lanning, Shadron Turner, Nick Haynes, and here comes the 29 of Chris Spalding. Shawnee going to move up into that second spot. Nick Haynes back into a battle for third. But here comes Nick Haynes back on the outside. Shadron Turner down low trying to get around Nick Haynes for that third spot as they work behind Shawnee Lanning. Chris Spalding in fifth. Jake Richards up to sixth. Haynes up high. Turner down low as they battle through turns 3 and 4 for third and fourth. Turner now up to third. Nick Haynes back to fourth. Chris Spalding fifth, but here comes Jake Richards. Richards, 4 feature wins a year ago, trying to crack the top 5 as the laps continue to wind down. Dana Knott right behind him alongside the Intimidator Corey Myers in a 15. Nick Haynes going to run it hard into turn 3, trying to get back around Shadron Turner. Turner digging down low, Haynes up high. Turner going to go to the inside of Shawnee Lanning, trying to get around her for that second spot. Out of turn number 4, white flag, 1 lap to go for the 69er of Tyler Cadwallader. Contact between Turner and Haynes. No harm, no foul. Through turns 3 and 4, checkered flag to the 69er of Tyler Cadwallader. And what a great run for the 09 of Shawnee Lanning, furnishing second in her first USRA B-Mod feature. Third spot to the 17, Tia Shadron Turner. 4 to the 9H of Nick Haynes. And 5th to the 29 of Chris Spalding. Into turn number 1, Austin Bozak will take that lead. Doug Keller back to second. 12X Matthew Lance third, but here comes Aaron Sauter to the inside, trying to get around Lance for that third spot. Sauter will make the pass on Lance, move up to third, but here comes Lance back to the inside. Doug Keller to the inside, trying to get around Austin Bozak for the lead. Yellow flag out for the 12X Matthew Lance. Right now, Austin Bozak, your leader. His mom, Tracy Summers, won the 50-50 ticket. So let's see if he can help take home some money tonight by winning this A feature. That'll make it 2 in a row for young Austin. Coming down on lap 2 this time. 2 laps complete. 13 to go here in your USRA stock cars. Maddie Waterbury in that 21 car, I believe, ran a pure stock last season, moving up into a USRA stock car. Michael Knight gets turned around. He'll get going again. It looks like, yeah, yellow flag going to come out. Unable to get that car refired, it looks like. Knight rider Michael Knight. Go, as they did not complete that. Austin Bozak, your leader. Doug Keller going to lose that second spot to Matthew Lance. Lance will move up to second, but Keller battles on that outside. He'll move back into that second spot around Matthew Lance. Aaron Sauter in that 4th spot. He's looking for an opening to get by these top 3. Michael Knight, I didn't see him come back on the racetrack, but he's moving up into, I believe, a top 5. Sauter giving a little rub to Matthew Lance as they go into turns 3 and 4. That'll move Lance back to 4th, Sauter up to 3rd. Bubba Beam down low, trying to get around Michael Knight for 5th. Austin Bozak starting to stretch that lead out over Doug Keller. Those two had some great battles last season. Austin come out on top a few times. Keller came out on top a few times. Keller had 18 feature wins last year. Actually, Keller had 17 feature wins. Bozak had 2. Bozak had 2 feature wins last year. He's trying to win the first 2 races this year to equal that total, and he's still got weeks 3 through October to go. So keep your eye on that young Austin Bozak as he's trying to make it 2 for 2, and he's stretching his lead out over Doug Keller. Coming up on lap traffic, Matty Waterbury right in front of him. Michael Knight doing a good job as he's running in that 4 spot. Sauter takes the rear end of that car up and over the bank, but he'll come back over and we'll stay green. Anyway, Michael Knight doing a good job. He's up there running 4th, breathing down the neck of your 3rd place driver, Matthew Lance. Bozak gets around Matty Waterbury. Now he goes to work on Lucas Perigo. He'll move around Perigo for that. Put Perigo a lap down. Is the yellow flag going to come out? The 21A of Aaron Sauter up and over the bank. Aaron Sauter to the inside of Michael Knight looking for that 4 spot. He'll take that 4 spot. Now he goes back to work on Matthew Lance for 3rd. Michael Knight not going to go away as he's right there behind your Matthew Lance up high. Aaron Sauter will take that 3rd spot away. He's going to bring Michael Knight behind him. Knight trying to get around Matthew Lance. Unable to make that pass. Lance will be your 4th place driver. Michael Knight 5th. Austin Bozak, your leader in that 14B. Doug Keller 2nd in the 7. Aaron Sauter 3rd in the 21A. Matthew Lance 4th in the 12X. Michael Knight 5th in the 32K. '13 of Brandon Beam will pull onto the infield. Austin Bozak starting to boot scoot boogie away from your 2nd place driver. Oh, Bozak's going to lose the handle. Gets turned around. Austin Bozak got up in that loose stuff. Gets turned around while leading this feature. He's not going to be happy, so keep your eye on him as he's going to try to come back to the front. And if one driver can... Green flag back out. Doug Keller in that 7 car. Your leader, Austin Bozak. He wants that lead back. Off of 4, who's it going to be? To the naked eye, looked like Bozak at the line. Doug Keller up high, Bozak down low. They're going to battle to this checkered flag. White flag, 1 lap to go. I tell you what, I couldn't tell you who had the lead there. Keller with the lead that time. All that matters right now is this final lap out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Bozak going to try to push him up high. They touch coming off of 4. It's going to be Austin Bozak with the win. Doug Keller finishing 2nd. 3rd spot to the 12X of Matthew Lance. Aaron Sauter, that was his 2nd yellow flag. He was told to leave the track, did not. So your 4th place driver will be the 10P of Lucas Perigo. Matty Waterbury will finish behind him, and then Aaron Sauter will finish behind Matty Waterbury. But taking home his second feature win in 2 races this season. He won 2 races all of last season. The 14B of Austin Bozak. So now, free wide out of turn number 2. The 99, Lee Hibner comes out with the lead. Houston Johnson second. Daniel Harris third. Adam Cates fourth, but he's got the 92 of Tyler Grooms right beside him. Now Grooms getting a challenge from Ryan Schaefer. Here comes Tyler Hibner right behind Schaefer. Caleb Dennis up the racetrack. Makes a little contact with Dave Coates, but will stay green. $11D of Caleb Dennis goes to the pit area. The Hurricane Lee Hibner, your leader in the 99H. But here comes the Moose, Houston Johnson, last week's feature winner. He's trying to become the 3rd driver tonight to go 2 for 2 on the young season here at I-35. Trying to follow Chris DeShong and Austin Bozak winning the first 2 races of the season. But he's going to have to try to make his way around Lee Hibner. Tyler Hibner trying to get around Ryan Schaefer, trying to hold off Darren Shaw. Shaw now going to move up ahead of Tyler Hibner. Top 2 starting to break away a little bit, but Daniel Harris trying to reel him back in. Side by side now for second, Houston Johnson, Daniel Harris. When the dust settles, Houston Johnson will keep that second spot. Harris back to 3rd. Adam Cates 4th, Tyler Grooms 5th. Three wide for the lead, but Lee Hibner maintains that lead. Now Houston Johnson to the inside. Daniel Harris, your 3rd place car, as they break away from Adam Cates. Three wide into turn number 2 for that lead. Lee Hibner still your leader. Houston Johnson still 2nd. Daniel Harris still 3rd. Adam Cates, Tyler Grooms 4th and 5th. Lee Hibner still your leader. Houston Johnson all over his back bumper. Now all over the side of his car as he tries to get by him for that lead. While they race, Daniel Harris lurking right behind him in that 3rd spot. Coming up on lap traffic, Dave Coates right ahead. Houston Johnson off of 1 into 2. Side by side down the back straightaway with Lee Hibner for that lead. Oh, we got one over the bank. I believe that's the 21 of Ryan Schaefer. 32 of Cody Owens to the infield. 11 down, 9 to go here in your USRA Modifieds. Green flag back out on the racetrack. Adam Cates trying to get in that mix for a top 3 there. As Daniel Harris going to go on that outside. He'll move back up into third. Cates back to fourth. Grooms fifth. Here comes the 11 of Darren Shaw. Shaw's quietly worked his way up to sixth. Looking to the outside of Tyler Grooms for fifth. He'll move around Tyler Grooms for fifth. Now sets his sights on Adam Cates and Daniel Harris. As we got one turnaround down in the low in turns 1 and 2. Two wide out of turn number 4 for the lead. Lee Hibner and Houston Johnson. Adam Cates up to third. Darren Shaw fourth. Daniel Harris fifth. Yeah. Lap 13 coming down right now. As they battle down low for Houston Johnson, up high for Lee Hibner. 3 wide out of turn number 2 between Austin Johnson. Austin Johnson scrapes the wall. Tyler Grooms starting to backpedal a little bit. 15 of Ed Knoll right there. Houston Johnson takes the lead, but not for long as Lee Hibner takes it back. And look at Darren Shaw. He's moved up to third. Keep your eye on that 11 car. Had a win ripped away last week by Houston Johnson. And Darren Shaw trying to do the same thing tonight as they go 3 wide out of turn number 2. Daniel Harris, Tyler Hibner, and Austin Johnson. Lee Hibner, your leader. Houston Johnson second. Darren Shaw third. Is a yellow flag going to come out? Got one over the bank at turn number 2. Lights are out. Looking for the green flag. 16 down, 4 to go here in your USRA A-Mods. Keep your eye on Darren Shaw. He's quietly snuck up into that third spot. Green flag back out. Houston Johnson again to the inside, trying to get that lead, unable to make the pass. Darren Shaw motoring down the back straightaway, trying to get up to your top 2. Adam Cates right behind him in 4th. Daniel Harrison 5th. Austin Johnson, he went to the pits earlier. Come back out, he's up to 6th. Tyler Hibner 7th. Tyler Grooms 8th. A battle for 9th and 10th between Ed Knoll and the 00 of Scott Bryant. Houston Johnson down low. Lee Hibner up high as they battle for the lead off of turn 2. Hibner's got it. Johnson wants it. White flag, 1 lap to go. It's going to be a battle to the finish between these two. Hibner slips up high. Johnson down low. He's going to have one more shot, but here comes Darren Shaw. He's going to stick his nose in there. Out of turn 4, who's it going to be? It's going to be the Hurricane Lee Hibner. Second spot to the 97 of Houston Johnson. Third will go to the 11 of Darren Shaw. Fourth to the 23 of Adam Cates. And 5th to the 07 of Daniel Harris. That was a great race there, with Lee Hibner picking up the win, Houston Johnson 2nd, and Darren Shaw 3rd. So taking home his first USRA Modified feature win of 2021, the 99H, the Hurricane Lee Hibner. Green flag out on the racetrack. Brad Mick in that 31 car. Your leader, David Miller, 2nd. John Willard, 3rd. Willard trying to go 2 for 2 on this season. Chris Lewis on the outside trying to get around that 69 car of Alvin Cooney. Actually, that's the 69C of Dusty Champlin. John Willard going to the inside of David Miller. Three wide for the lead. John Willard out of turn 4, going to take that lead away from Brad Mick. And a 55 of David Miller right there. He's going to go to the outside of Mick looking for that 2nd spot. Oh, David Miller getting turned around on the front straightaway. Yellow flag going to come out. Willard, your leader. David Miller, 2nd. Brad Mick, 3rd. John Willard, your leader, starting to pull away from David Miller. Miller in 2nd, Mick in 3rd. 63B of Terry Bickford in 4th. Lap traffic, no problem for John Willard. He gets by lap traffic. The 88X of Logan Lowe runs in 5th. John Willard, your leader. David Miller, 2nd. Brad Mick, 3rd. Battle for 4th and 5th between Terry Bickford and Logan Lowe. Lowe will take that spot. Bickford back to 5th. The 96B of Bobby Chilton. He runs right behind him. Chris Lewis in 7th. 35, Chris Wright will go to the pits. Laps winding down. In fact, this time, John Willard will have the white flag. White flag out, 1 lap to go for the half of John Willard. David Miller runs second. Brad Mick still third, but he's getting a challenge from Logan Lowe. Out of turns 3 and 4, checkered flag. 2 for 2 on the season. For the half carries, you have John Willard. Second to go to the 55 of David Miller. Third's going to go to the 88X of Logan Lowe. Fourth to the 31 of Brad Mick. And fifth to the 63B of Terry Bickford.